Hello, I'm Coral from St John's Church.
And I'm Sue from St Nick's on Newport.
And Julia from St Mary Magdalene's on Balegate.
I'm Sandy from St Peter in Carlton.
I'm Richard from St Peter in Eastgate.
Welcome to Summer Fun Holiday Club 2023. All our crafts are stories from the Bible based around things that you might find at the seaside.
Let's pray. Dear Father God, thank you for holidays, thank you for fun, thank you for the seaside, and thank you for all the exciting stories we'll be exploring in our holiday club. Amen.
Amen. We hope you have a wonderful time exploring Summer Fun 2023. Hello again. My name's Julia, and you may remember that I am from St Mary Magdalene's Parish Church in the Vale. But right now, I'm in St John the Baptist Church, standing by the beautiful font. Can you see reflected in the water in which we are baptized? The beautiful, beautiful window. Do you know, Mary Magdalene was perhaps the first person to see Jesus when he rose from the dead, and she ran to tell his disciples, to tell his friends that Jesus is alive. Now, in your craft envelopes, one of them, it says a miracle catch of fish on the front, and reminds us of a story that after Jesus had died and been put in a stone tomb, rumours started to spread that he was alive again. Some of them spread by Mary Magdalene. One morning, a group of his friends, fishermen, came back to the beach after catching nothing all night. Who should they meet on the seashore, cooking breakfast on a campfire, but Jesus? He sent them back out onto the lake, and they caught so many fish that their nets almost burst. Jesus really was alive. Jesus is alive. In your envelope, let's see what we've got. It says you've got all sorts of things to decorate your own miraculous fish. Oh yes, so we've got some fish and some stars, so we can decorate our fish. Gold star on there, and a nice shiny blue one on that fish. Pink star on that fish as well, I think. And a silvery one to go next to the gold one there. And we might have some eyes for our fish. That just reminds me that I can't find any eyes. If you find you're short of something, oh, there's the eye. Tiny, tiny. If you find you are short of things, do let us know and we'll try and get them to you. I think these eyes are very fiddly. Just trying to peel the sticker off the back. And there we are. We put an eye on that fish. And then, whoops, that's just a bit of backing. So we've got two fish, and we have caught them from the water. Jesus gave his disciples the gift of catching so many fish they couldn't count them, and they nearly broke the nets. So enjoy your craft. Bye-bye.
Hello, so this is for your envelope that says paint a pebble on it. So inside you will find a paintbrush, 3 paints and a stone. Now we're going to paint the stone. Now I'm going to paint a fish on it, but you can paint whatever you like. And that's because a fish was used as a secret symbol to let other people know that they were Christians. because following Jesus 2,000 years ago could be a bit of a risky business. So what they used to do is paint this sign of a fish on doorways and alleyways so people knew that it was safe to go. So you will need to put on some clothes that are suitable for painting, so don't put on your finest clothes. Make sure that's something you don't mind getting paint on. And you will need to do 2 coats. It's quite thick, so you'll need to let it dry. And then once you've painted your stone and it's dried, you can leave it outside. And what we would love you to do is put your stone somewhere outside. It could be outside your house on the floor, it could be near your local shops. And what we'd love you to do is then go and see if you can find some other stones. Then take pictures of them and post them to our Facebook page on St Giles and St John's Church's Facebook page. You may like to, on the back of your stone, write something that tells someone maybe your name or the fact that it's the Uphill Holiday Club. So you could perhaps use a pen for this if you like, or you could use the paint. So we look forward to seeing your decorations on your stones, and we look forward to seeing how many we can find up and around this area. So enjoy!
Hello, I'm Reverend Rachel. I'm the vicar here at St John the Baptist Church, and I'm going to show you how to make the storm in a bag. So it wouldn't really be a British holiday by the seaside if there wasn't a bit of a storm at some point. And there was a storm once when Jesus was on board a boat. He was on board a boat with his friends, the disciples, and a wind blew up and the rain lashed down, and they were a bit scared. They thought the boat might sink. But Jesus was asleep. So the disciples went and woke him up and told Jesus how scared they were. And so Jesus got up and he just told the wind and the waves to stop. And they did. So the disciples knew that Jesus was pretty special, because even the winds and the waves did as they were told. So we're going to recreate the storm in a bag using a Ziploc bag with some very magic stuff in the bottom and some sequins. You might have some stars or some hearts or some shells in your bag. And you will need to unzip your bag. You will need 3 cups of water. 1, 2, 3. And then very carefully squeeze the air out of your Ziploc bag and zip it up again. And then we just need the waves getting very fierce. Things all getting messed around and tossed about on the sea. And then bit by bit, you will find and it starts to turn into jelly. And before very long, the storm stops raging and you end up with some very, very squidgy and squidgeable and calm and soothing and calming gel in your bag. And it's as if that storm has calmed. You can squeeze and squidge and watch those stars and sequins moving around in the jelly. So have fun with this, because it's a lovely, squidgy, sensory sort of thing to make. And there we go, it's all jelly now in there, and really squidgy. So enjoy making your storm in a bag.
Welcome to day 3 of our summer holiday club. Today we not only get to make a craft, but to use it for a game. Now today we're looking at the Bible story of a fish, a very special fish, a giant fish, a fish that saved one of God's special messengers, a man called Jonah. God asked Jonah to take a message to a city a long, long way away, where the people had made lots of mistakes and were being very, very mean to each other. The message was to love each other and learn to live in a better way. And this city was far, far away over the sea, so Jonah needed a boat to get there. So he went down to the harbour to buy a ticket. But because the people of this city were so mean, Jonah was frightened. He didn't want to go, so he booked a ticket on a boat that would take him in the opposite direction. But God really wanted Jonah to give his message to the people of that city. So he sent a storm that rocked the boat backwards and forwards, so much that the sailors were afraid the boat was going to sink. Jonah realised that this storm was God's way of giving him a message. So he asked the sailors to throw him overboard so that the storm would stop. They didn't want to, but they did in the end, and yes, the storm stopped. So there was Jonah in the middle of the sea, sinking in the water. What was he going to do? Because he couldn't swim. But God didn't want Jonah to drown, so he sent a giant fish to rescue him. The fish swallowed Jonah and swam all the way to the city that God wanted Jonah to go to, and left him there on the beach. Jonah gave the people God's message. They listened to him and they changed their ways.
So now you can make your very own Jonah and the giant fish. Take the blue cup that's in your bag, empty the things out of the envelope very carefully. You'll need to do it carefully because some of the parts are so small, you have to be careful not to lose them. Now stick the tail to the base of the cup using the glue dot attached to the tail. Then take the eyes. These are the very small bits. Use your fingernail to take the paper off the bottom of the eye and stick it to the side of the cup. Remember, big fish have very small eyes. One eye and 2 eyes. 1 each side. Beautiful. Next, take your balloon, blow it up just a little bit, just enough to make it round, and tie it tightly with one end of the string. You can put a knot if you want to, but you just need a very small balloon. Tie the knot in the string. Good. And thread the other end of the string through the hole in the side of the cup. Now, you might need a pencil or a knitting needle or something to poke it to make it a little bit bigger, but poke the string through the hole and tie a good knot in it to stop it falling out again. Now you've attached the Jonah balloon to the big fish and you're nearly ready for the game. Now you can toss the balloon, Jonah, into the air and try and catch it in your cup. You might have more success than Richard. Yes!
Hello, I hope you're all enjoying your summer activity packs and hope you're having a good school holiday. My name's Adele from St Nick's and I'm going to show you how to do our activity, which is a seaside donkey. How many donkeys can you think of that are in the Bible? I can think of 2 big stories. I can think of Mary and Joseph going to Bethlehem, and I can also think of Jesus driving into Jerusalem on a donkey on Good Friday, or actually Palm Sunday before Good Friday, wasn't it? So, we're going to think about making a donkey and think of a story that you might not have heard of. It's a story about a man called Balaam, and he had a donkey who used to take him all wherever he needed to go on the roads and on the paths, and he was a really faithful donkey. And one day, he was going down a path on his donkey, and the donkey went off the path. And he tried to get him back on the path. He said, "Come on, get on, what are you doing? Get me on the path." And he went off on another path, and he was getting really cross with his donkey. And the donkey turned round and said to him, so this is a talking donkey, said to him, "Have I not been a faithful donkey to you?" And Balaam was really surprised because his donkey was talking. And it turns out there was an angel on the road and he couldn't get past. So the donkey could see the angel, but Balaam couldn't. But once the donkey spoke to him, he could see the angel. So there you go, a talking donkey in the Bible. You didn't know that, did you? Right, so to make our talking donkey, you're going to need your activity envelope, which has got the donkey's face. And then we've got 2 ears to stick on. You'll need to take off the stickies at the back where there's the glue dots. Oops, there you go. And pop them on top of the donkey's head. Here's another one. Pop the donkey's ears. There we go. And he's got a really cheeky smile. So we can take the sticker off the back of the cheeky smile. And that's the donkey's nose. Can you see it's looking like a donkey? 2 eyes, which have got little stickies on the back too. Oh, I can't get that one off. I'll do that one in a moment. And then, off your lolly stick. So you can actually make it into a donkey mask. There you go. He hasn't got any eyes yet, has he? So I hope you enjoy the rest of your activity packs. Have a good summer holiday, stay safe, and we'll see you another time. Bye-bye.
We would love to see the pictures of your crafts and activities that you have done during this summer holiday club. So get your grown-up to tag us on Facebook at St Giles and St John's Church, and we will share your wonderful creations. We'd love to see them.
And don't forget to sign up for next time.
We hope you've had a fantastic time doing all the crafts in your bags, that you've had a wonderful holiday, and we will see you next time, hopefully. Bye for now.
Bye.